Welcome to r/EntitledParents. In today's stories, we have an EM trying to get someone else to take their children on holiday. Another EM trying to take a wheelchair off someone. Oh, my word. And another EK who bites someone with an infectious disease. Woohoo, let's get started. Hey guys, I hope you're well. If you enjoy Reddit stories, don't forget to click that subscribe as you'll love the rest of our content. And with that being said, let's get started. Our first story is from Shy Girl Turned Sassy. You're going on vacation? Take my kids with you. My boyfriend's cousin, his parents' uncle's daughter, has 4 children. Each of his kids is the personification of the word bratty. The said cousin refuses to discipline them and constantly makes excuses for their behaviour. She's also very judgmental of our decision not to have children. She has often made some snide comments towards me, implying that I'm a selfish funt who is depriving my BF of the joys of raising children. For these reasons, and for her generally entitled behaviour, my boyfriend had cut ties with her. However, when he and I visited his parental home 3 days ago for his parents' anniversary celebration, we ran into her again. My boyfriend's dad had urged him to use this occasion to mend bridges with the cousin, so we both tried to make nice and engage in small talk with her. During our conversation, BF mentioned that we were leaving for Melbourne for vacation in a few days. At this, cousin's eyes lit up. "Ooh, that sounds like so much fun," she said. "My husband and I haven't gone anywhere since our honeymoon." She whines her more about how hard it is for them with 4 kids, if they could only afford such luxuries, etc, etc, etc. I could tell where this was going. My boyfriend probably felt sorry for her, and being the kind and generous soul that he is, and offered to buy them a weekend in a resort in Mount Abu, a hill station in the Indian state of Rajasthan. The cousin, with her face scrunched up. "That's nice, but why can't you just take us to Melbourne with you?" My boyfriend was getting a bit annoyed, but still patient. "Well, we want to spend some time together alone, plus we'll be meeting some close friends there. Besides, Mount Abu is a beautiful place, your kids will love it." The cousin, in the annoying Karen tone. "I still don't see why you can't take us to Australia. You're being so selfish, going on this great trip and sticking your family with a cheap weekend getaway." The boyfriend's mum says he's making a very generous offer, either take it or leave it. The cousin, wearing the expression that morons wear when they think they have a bright idea. "Oh, I know, why don't my husband and I go to Mount Abu and you can take our kids to Melbourne?" I said, "What?" "It's a great idea. The kids can have fun in Melbourne with you two, and my hubby and I can enjoy a peaceful weekend. This way the kids can actually spend some time with their uncle. You never make time for them." My boyfriend said, "I'm offering for the last time. It's either the weekend in Mount Abu or nothing at all. And why the hell would we ruin our vacation taking care of your kids?" The cousin replies, "How can you say that? My kids are so well behaved. You'll have so much fun spending time with them. Besides, my husband and I could really use some quiet time together. You and Shy Girl Turned Sassy don't have any responsibilities. You have no idea how hard it is to raise 4 kids. You can afford this trip. I don't see why you won't share it with family." Then my boyfriend said, "One more word and you're losing my Mount Abu offer." On hearing this, the cousin shut the F up. We all had dinner together and she was mercifully quiet. If only her kids had followed her example. You'd think this would be the end of it, but no. We seriously underestimated her dedication to her Karenness. This morning, cousin showed up at my apartment with kids in tow. I was shocked to see her, of course, and asked if something was wrong. She smiled and said, "I'm just here to drop the kids off. You're leaving tonight, right?" After taking a second to recover from the shock, I asked, "Did you fall and hit your head or something? We told you we weren't taking your kids with us. What part of that did you not understand?" She then tried to convince me that my boyfriend had called her later and agreed to take the kids. I knew this was bullcrap and called it as such. Cousin became enraged and asked if I was going to break her kid's heart. Why would I break our promise on how boyfriend and I could be so cold? I called my boyfriend telling him what was going on and I turned on the speaker. My boyfriend proceeded to chew her out brutally, telling her she would no longer pay for their weekend getaway, and that is exactly the kind of behaviour that made him cut ties with her. She tried to get a word in, but he wouldn't let her. Cousin took her kids and stormed off. Boyfriend and I are having a laugh over this and still wondering what made her think that plan would ever work. Holy crap! How can someone be so entitled that they're going to lay off 4 children to go to Australia? Take them to Australia? What the hell? After reading so many of these stories, it never surprises me how low these people can go. Wow. I hope you guys took away that offer in the end for that trip, because there's no way they deserve it. I mean, no matter how bratty the kids are, I still feel sorry for them, because they're the one that's growing up with this entitled mother, you know, and they're just learning off her. But wow, what do you guys think of that story? I'd love to know your comments on this one. Our next story is from Green Bay's Sitter. You don't need that wheelchair, you're not disabled. I saw you stand up. Now give it, my child. So this happened many years ago when I was 19. Some of the language used is offensive, so warning for those who are sensitive. Background: I lost my leg in a car accident, was in rehab to learn to walk, so was given a wheelchair to use when out and about for extended lengths of time. Cast: me, the one-legged pirate. EP: really thick woman. TC: tired child. Story: I'm about 3 months into rehab, which is going really well. I'm out in town doing a little gift shopping for the nurses helping with my rehab. I'm in a chocolate shop grabbing a few bits, and I stand up from my chair to grab something off the top shelf, large selection box, when the EP comes over. EP said, "You're not disabled, I'm taking this." I just dropped back in my chair. "You can't, I need this, I was..." She cuts me off mid-sentence. She says, "You're just conning the government for money, get out so my daughter can use it, she's really tired." I say, "I was in an accident and have to learn to walk again, I need the chair." The tired child says, "Mummy, you said I could have it, I want to be pushed around." EP says, "I'll get it in a moment," to her brat. "You're clearly not an effing spastic, so get your doll jockey ass up and let my precious child have it. People like you make me effing sick claiming to be a retard so you don't have to work. Sponge your money off us hard working people so you can have a comfy life." When she was saying this, I was slowly removing my leg, and about 5 people in the shop staff were looking directly at us. EP said, "You have to the count of 5 to get your effing lazy ass out of the chair or I'll drag you out of it." I've just attached my leg as fast as I can go to hand it to her. I scream, "Crap, my leg's fallen off, someone call a doctor, has someone seen my original leg?" EP looks mortified and splutters incoherent sentence. I say with a still raised voice and waving my leg around like a flag, "Help, I can't find my original leg, everyone empty your pockets, one of you must have it." EP basically runs out the shop while dragging her child behind her. The group that had gathered around us were laughing so hard. My future mother-in-law, at that point in my life, taught me in a previous post how thrown and more crazy at these types of people seem to throw them, and they can't handle it. A couple helped me refit my leg, and I finished my shopping and went on my way. Edit: not adding a photo of my stump to prove I lost my leg. Why can't people believe that more than just one person they've ever met could be missing body parts? I don't question everyone that has replied who've been through something similar or demand that they show me their stump. I just love the fact that he pulled off his leg and was waving it in the air. That picture in my head. Oh, absolute legend. Losing your leg in a car accident must be, to have something your whole life and then lose it must be so hard to get your head around. But yeah, I wish you the best, my dude. And this next story is from Warlady22. My bro is boss. Finally got permission to tell this. This happened last December, and when I joined Reddit, I wanted to tell this story. Since it focused on my brother, I wanted his permission to tell it, and finally he gave it. Okay, so for context, I need to tell a quick story. My brother showed me a post from somewhere, I forget where, some years ago, about these 2 men at a store trying to buy something, and watched this kid wreaking havoc at the store. His mother only stepped in when they tried to tell the kid to stop. The kid would get a big grin as his mummy yelled at a person for trying to discipline her kid. Then the kid would start running around again. At one point, the kid bit one of the guys so hard he drew blood, even had it on his lip. The 2 men started freaking out and the mother got ready to yell at them. The guy that got bit told her that he had AIDS and that she had to get her son to a doctor now. They walked away after that and heard the mother start crying. Now the reason I told that story is because my bro and I forgot about it after a time, until this event happened. My bro was by himself shopping for his wife for Christmas, and he went to a store that his wife liked. Every damn time they'd go there is this woman who was letting her son tear up the place, not to mention hitting and biting people. She never got banned because her husband was the manager of the place, so he lets it slide. People complained, but it went nowhere. My bro got lucky until December when he was shopping alone. He was looking at something when he heard the EK yell, "I'm gonna bite!" Bro turned around in time and had to grab the kid to keep him from biting. He believed the kid was around 5 or 6 and started screaming, "I'm gonna bite you," at the top of his lungs. The kid struggled, trying to bite my brother while growling. Ian came marching up to him. "Let my son go right this instant." My bro said, "Lady, I'm not gonna let your son bite me. You will let go of my child or have you arrested for trying to kidnap him. Then I'll tell the police how your son is attacking other people." She started to speak, but my brother cut her off. "No, your son has no right to bite people. You never know who might hit him for biting them, or who was sick and shouldn't be bitten." At that point, the EK got freed, grabbed my brother's arm and bit down hard. So hard in fact, the kid drew blood and my brother actually needs stitches. The kid let go, blood on his lips and teeth, and was just grinning. At that moment, my brother remembered the story that he shared with me and he got an evil thought. My bro sounded in panic. "Holy crap, kid, spit out that blood, spit it out now." EK just grinned and shook his head and licked up the blood, commenting on how tasty it was. Both my bro and I wondered if the kid was a vampire or something. My bro was able to make a convincing look of horror. "Your son," and Ian is so damn smug. My brother no longer felt guilty about doing this. "Lady, I have HIV. Your kid just swallowed my blood. I have HIV. Get him to a doctor now." The EM stared at him in shock, then horror. She gave a loud cry, picked up her son and dashed out of there, crying hard. After she left, my bro looked around and saw the faces of shocked customers and workers there. My bro said, "I don't have HIV. I just lied so she could understand that a kid shouldn't bite people." He got a round of applause. He had to go get stitches, but he hoped it would teach the lady to get her kid to stop biting people. Sure enough, the next time he went, he saw the EM there with EK. She looked at him in anger, and he was prepared. She marched right up to him, her son's hand in her hand. She said, "You're so damn lucky my son didn't get HIV, you sick freak. If he had..." And my bro cut her off. "I wouldn't be legally responsible for it since you let your son attack me and made no move to stop him." EM said, "My husband," to which my bro replied, "should know that there are witnesses who can testify against him, stating that he knew what his own son was doing and was doing nothing about it." EM was just flabbergasted for a moment but recovered. "You should be banned. You could make a lot of people sick." My bro said, "And you got lucky your son wasn't sick from biting someone. He might not be so lucky next time, so you should control your kid." After that, she just walked away. A bit later, my bro had learned that she reined her kid in quite a bit, and her husband wouldn't allow their children to harm anyone at the store again. I asked my bro if he thought about telling her the truth, but he decided not to. Every time he saw them, he wanted her to remember that her son dodged a bullet. And absolutely true. I mean, telling someone that you got HIV is I was going to say a bit over the top, but we're talking about entitled parents here, so yeah, if it's teaching the kid a lesson, it's a good lesson learned, I think. What are your thoughts on this story? Did the guy go too far, or did he do just enough? Let me know in the comments below. As always guys, I want to say a massive thank you for your love and support. It means the absolute world to me. If you do want to support me further, there's going to be a video on your screen right now. Get involved, click it, watch another one. Thank you guys, much love.